betray me, the D who I have know I am as a woman.
So let's flip the script, man. We still talking about you. Answer me something. I hear from you all. But when you say it, you got to first be loyal to yourself.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
First of all, I have to. It has been a journey, Michelle, to discover who you are, and in order for me, that's why I coach and I love the emotional healing. I do healing challenges. I'm getting ready to go on a healing tour because we know about physical healing, but we don't really embrace emotional healing.
Exactly.
Even from me, I served as a clinical therapist out there in the professional world, corporate America for a couple of decades. And so we're trained to look at it from a mental diagnosis. You see what I'm saying? And so there's a lot of mental health issues, but you cannot negate the emotions because that emotions and that mental, it equals your behavior. As I teach, all the time, mind plus emotions equal behavior. So if we dismiss that emotional, and we as women, we are emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? Everything in life comes to hit us in our emotions. Hit us our emotions. So if I'm hitting my emotions, it's going to alter my thinking. So I had to sit down, as most women have to make a critical decision and face some things emotionally, which makes you feel again. And so you don't want to feel certain things because them feelings don't make you feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you do, you dismiss it. That's how you are disloyal to yourself. Get in touch with who you are. And it does require emotional healing, dealing with some things. The things that I dealt with, my father's been deceased, a great man, and I wrote it in the book for over probably 30 years, since 1991. However, even not being raised by him, even not being around him, I perceived a lot of those actions as it went with him and the woman, which was my mother, as abandonment. That abandonment had such a stronghold on me. You know what I mean? That even when the betrayal came, from a relationship or even them leaving, that's betrayal. When somebody say they with you and then they leave you, then that's betrayal. Please don't limit betrayal to sex. Please don't
We
limit
do
it to
that though.
We do, because we don't think about it. All we think about is intercourse, sex, who he slept with, who she slept with. It's so much more to betrayal. And I had to sit down and deal with that this great man, he did not betray me, but that abandonment issues was causing me to attract a certain kind of person, or shall I say a type of man. You see what I'm saying? What's in you that you don't deal with is what you're going to attract. And you don't know why you're attracting this? Because you ain't dealt with yourself. You okay?
No, I'm not. Not really. Because I'm still learning. I'm 47 and I'm still attracting the same type of man. I'm serious.
No.
But this is real for women. This is why we're having this conversation. So outside of intercourse, what other forms of betrayal as a coach? Now, you've been a spiritual life and relationship coach. You coach daily. That's your breath all day, every day.
You know, don't you?
And what have you seen, not to disclose anybody's personal business, which I know you won't, but as a professional, what type of betrayal we breaking down myths, y'all. What type of betrayal have you seen outside of intercourse that we as a Black people are dealing with?
The main thing, well, the crust of my population right now is women. Okay. And often when you say I do it all day, every day, that's the truth. It's my profession, it's who I do. But I could basically tell them their story. It has a different twist, but at the end of the day, it's the same problem. It's the same root, shall I say.
Right.
So the root is, going back to what I said, know who you are. My favorite movie.
I knew shit. Y'all, I'm gonna let you say this. When I heard her say
know who you are.
Let her get this out.
Who is it? What is it?
No. What's your favorite
I love
movie?
it. Lion King. If you look at that, that's who we are. Our kingdom. Our kingdom. So when Scar came, it wanted to destroy the next generation from taking in rulership. And it's so much enmity and hatred between us as one another that we ain't betraying nobody but each other. You see what I'm saying? But when Mufasa came and hit him on the head and presented himself, he didn't counsel him what's going on. Why you do this? Why you go out there with the little peoples? And I'm just using phrase. Only thing he said was, know who you are. But it took a great woman to go find him. Come on now, don't make me go in now. She went and searched for the king. Can you see our men as kings?
Almost definitely.
Can you see them? I can't see who I am not. Did you get that?
No, I didn't. Say it again.
I can't see who I am not.
Example.
I was with a woman in her coaching session, and they don't have any problems in their marriage. She didn't come to me for marital problems. She had some other issues, but I took her husband, a great man who's standing with her in spite of all of what she's going through. And I said, I want you to identify some things in him, because my coaching her is that she discover the woman. How you going to discover the woman? You got a great man there that you can see yourself in because you came out of him. How can you see him as great if you don't see that you're great yourself? You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It goes back to the I am. I am a great woman. I am a dunamis woman. I am. Now, you could put that, fill in the blank. What you think about yourself, I am a itch. I am a this. I am. How you behave is who you are at this point.
And taking it back to the betrayal part, how we handle betrayal, I believe betrayal is a scheme, and we're going to go there. We're going to go spiritual. It's a scheme and a tactic of the enemy.
Yes, it is.
To get us away from just what you said, knowing who we are, seeing ourselves in that man who's assigned to us, but also knowing that we have the substance that they need.
Well, if you really know who you were, I beg to differ, because if you really knew who you were, that betrayal would get you to your destiny.
Explain.
In spite of Judas betraying Jesus, he knew who he was if nobody else didn't know who he was. He knew his purpose.
Jesus knew his purpose.
Yes, he did. So that betrayal had to take place to get him to his destiny.
So let's take a man and woman. Let's take a Michelle and her multitude. Okay?
A multitude of what? The stuff in your head?
No, just, people in my life.
Okay.
So, seriously, recently betrayed. So this betrayal that I'm going through, although there's a sting, there's a pain in it, you're saying it had to happen to get me to my next level?
It's teaching you something about more of where you're going.
Okay. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I had to learn this lesson, but I don't know why I had to learn this lesson. Is it to grow me up?
You can't.
Or is it just showing me this is you can't have this in your life for where you're going?
Life isn't life without betrayal. There's nothing about life that consists of without some level of form of betrayal. It may not be where, he was your husband, he stepped out and he cheated on you, Like I said, let's not limit it to that. But somewhere it had to come in to teach you more about you, to get you where you're going, because somebody is feeling what you're feeling. Christ was touched with the feelings of our infirmities. Okay, he had to. Betrayal was the core. He had been rejected, but the rejection didn't get him to destiny. You see what I'm saying? It was that betrayal from the one he chose who bought him. It was a business transaction. So in that betrayal is where more of your wealth is. In that betrayal is where more of your prosperity is. You got to know how to go get it. That's why you need the coaching. You got to know how, because what it comes to do is back you up. You know what I mean? And you got to go in deeper. You got to go in deeper. You can't be afraid to face something. You got to now look at it. It happened. What happened? You see what I'm saying?
Most definitely. And so, it's not that, had it happened like 10 years ago without the coaching and the stuff and the spiritual awakening that I have received under your auspices, it would have taken me to a whole nother place. But when it happened, it was like, man, all right, I'm not dismissing my emotions, but I'm like, okay, what's next? Because I know, I go back to that saying you always have, rejection is preservation, but I go back to, okay, God, what you doing now? What you doing next in my life?
Because who you are has to be awakened. Who you are. Remember, we are so entrenched in what we do. What we do. If you want to talk about you, I'm going to talk about you to your face. You walk around predominantly doing your what? And
Work.
Don't take.
You talking about me? Oh, you talking about me in front of my face?
I'm
Baby,
talking
we
to
got
you.
2 minutes. We finna go there? You talking about, I'm thinking she hypothetically.
No.
Okay, yes. I walk around working all the time.
You walk around doing your what? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so things come to show you your who. Now you taking time. It's giving you a pause.
Oh,
it's
we about
giving
to
you a
have a coaching
reflection. It's
session,
probably
baby. Come on.
you know what I'm saying? It's your who. Remember, you were in that because you were coached. Find yourself. A woman can't discover her who unless she have some form of relations. I ain't say relationship, relations with
With a
men.
man.
Your son will show you your who. Come on now. A lot of women as mothers. If you got a stubborn son, you a stubborn woman.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now, the mother is functioning so much in her what that she can't even discover the woman and who she is down there, but he's a byproduct of who you are. So it comes to challenge you. It comes to make you find more in you, because when it finds more in you, you can discover more in him. And now he can come to a different place spiritually because you know your who. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I got it.
And that could be for anything.
Anything,
You could have a boss that's a great man. He's going to show
Exactly,
you more of your who.
exactly. It's not all about the-
Everybody has been divinely set up. Bottom line, you got to see the setup. And when you see the setup, then you'll get the outcomes from it from a wholesome standpoint and not from that standpoint. Well, we're going to take another break. We got a commercial for you. Stay tuned. This is Dee Collins, because when Dee speaks, you think. And yes, we're talking real life about life. Real talk about life and relationships. Michelle, we'll be right back.
And Dear D is coming up next.
Yeah.
Your favorite entertainment source has expanded. Rolling Out, the nation's best source for entertainment and lifestyle information, now has a lineup of web-based shows and podcasts on its newest platform, Rolling Out Live, every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all things related to the spirits industry, with 100 Proof Radio Show, to cuisine with Le Kitchen, and inspiration and relationships with Dunamis Women and Lipstick and Cognac. Rolling Out Live is your weekly digital destination. So tune in every Tuesday on rollingout.com and Rolling Out on Facebook. Don't miss it.
This week on The Kitchen.
Yeah. Kitchen. Yeah. Hold up. Me. All right.
We got Trans Lee.
I just want to answer what y'all asking.
We got Gray. DJ DiBiase.
All right. Yeah. Hold up.
Chef Chrissy.
Yeah. Hold up. Me.
Porcelain Gold.
For the Grammy, yeah, I thought you know. The Kitchen got the fix and enjoy the show. Alright. Well, that's the show, man. I thank y'all for coming. Then it was Thursday. Next time I hope you join us.
God blessing me often. I'm still up in the apartment. I know they keeping my deposit. I got burn holes in the carpet.
All I know is old. All I know is bold. All I know is stoves. Look this out the door.
All right. Wait a minute. We got to say this. Engineer was like 0. He ain't want no 5, 4, 3, 2. He was like 0. Hello. Oh, we are back. This is D Speaks You Think. One thing we gonna have, and that's fun. We are not shallow. We not funky people. We are wonderful. This is D Speaks You Think.
It's
this
life.
is Dunamis D. This is the host of the show. I am Michelle Obasi. I am the co-host, and we are here to just speak truth. Sharon Wilson, thank you so much. She's on Facebook. She's like the truth, real talk. That's what we come to bring. That's what.
I see a whole lot of folks up in there.
That's Sharon.
Oh,
Right?
is that Sharon?
Sharon lighting it up.
Is she
Yes, and I love it.
I
Thank
love
you,
it.
Sharon.
Thanks for being a dunamis woman, Sharon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Sharon, if you have any questions or anything, and I do want to invite you to our Mighty Christian Women group, Sharon. If you
On
like
Facebook?
this on Facebook, you're going to hear more. But this is the segment we call Dear D. We have women and men who write into Dunamis D, and they write life and relationships. It's spiritual. It's whatever. And that's why I said if you follow her on Dunamis D Facebook, you're going to learn more about her. So the Dear D is, I am a 35-year-old woman who has been married to my best friend for 10 years. However, I feel him withdrawing, and the more I ask him what's wrong, he gets aggravated and he begins to lash out. I feel so rejected. I don't know what to do. Dear D, what should she do?
Nothing.
What the heck? I almost cussed. FCC all of them would have been down here rolling out. I'm sorry. I'm going to read the Dear D again. I'm 35 years old.
No, you don't have to do
What should I do? I'm feeling rejected. My man is aggravated and lashes out at me.
She's going through
If I
emotions.
read it louder,
This
will
is-
you
this is
change
true, and
your
I
tone?
And this is true, and I understand. Been there, done that. He's getting aggravated. The more you badger him, say something, talk, what's going on, what you're doing is you're pushing him further into the cave that he's already in. Strategically, you want to be silent. When I say a woman silent, be first of all, woman, that you are who you are in his life. See, a lot of us as women, we in it, but we're not confident that we're in it. I I know this is gonna sound crazy. I am confident. I am so confident in who I am spiritually, who God created me to be, that my ex-husband out there, I know that he ain't gonna never get another D.
True that. That's
I know that.
confident. That's confidence.
I ain't trying to compete. We talk. We have conversations. I talk to him about who she is, or he talks to me about who she is, and I can bring spiritual guidance to him in his relationship. But at the end of the day, she's not confident. And because she's not confident in who she is, I know she's not, because she don't even know who she got yet. And that's why I can say that.
Yeah.
See, because it's the nice stuff now. It's the wine. It's
honeymoon.
the honey.
Yeah,
Come on,
baby. It's the
girl.
honeymoon.
She ain't live with him, and he ain't gonna live with her. Live with him. It will build up your confidence. You see what I'm saying? When you're getting the nice, the cars and the driving and the outs and the trips and the wine and the play and the sex or whatever. I know what it was. I got it at one point. But what built me up to who I am is when I had to deal and encounter with some of that pain that he had. So I know what it is when he go into that cave. You see what I'm saying? That helped me be built up emotionally. That's why I can coach so many women, because I had to go through that process to feel. Like I was saying, you got to be touched with the feelings. So when I say do nothing, don't just sit back, but work on you. Assess your feelings, because be confident that you are who you are, and no matter what he's going through, can't nobody take that position. Especially when you tell me you've been best friends for 10 years. Many people get into a relationship and they never experience a friendship. And that's what a lot of people don't understand what they have, because they just start, you can go out on a date now and you end up in the bed.
True that.
There ain't no type of friend. You don't know who you with. You don't know that friend. What's the core of him? So you start off in a relationship. That means you start moving and feeling and, hey, baby, and all that other stuff. And you have never established a solid friendship, somebody who got your back. He is a friend. He might not still be my husband, but that friend, I'm talking to my friend. And I pray for that woman he's with.
Right. Because a lot of, I'm not going to say a blanket like that, but when you talk about betrayal, you know, when you talk about the aggravation and really telling this young lady to be still, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, he's probably dealing with something in his past.
Well, he's
may
dealing
have
with
related to
what's going on in their head is in their head. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk like we talk. You know, I used to do a marriage retreat, and one of the titles was "Talk to Me, Please," and there was so many aggravated and frustrated women in there because the men just wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? They not our catty girls. You know what I mean? They ain't finna sit up here and cat and talk like we do. Find you a circle of women that are doing and standing like you're standing, so you can be relatable. But everything for the man, he don't want to hear all that stuff. He don't want to hear all what you did and how you did it and what you did with your clients and what your girlfriend said. Let me tell you something. Y'all talking, a lot of them have tuned you out.
No, I know that to be a fact.
But you feel betrayed.
Right.
You feel betrayed.
You feel betrayed. You feel vulnerable.
And
you're
they
not
feel
talking
betrayed
about-
too, because they like, how in the heck did I get into this? And what
Right.
could I do to get out of it? And if it
Right.
wasn't for them two
Children.
rugrats that's running around here who I love dearly, I would have been gone a long time ago.
No,
They ain't
that's real.
saying that to you.
And that's when we talk about the betrayal happens way before.
Or the fact that if
The
you don't take
stepping
all my
out.
money.
You know that's their bottom line. It ain't got nothing to do with them kids.
Right.
It's like child support, alimony,
Right.
my money.
It depends on what their
No, I'm
financial flow is.
Right,
You know, but
right.
go ahead.
No. I was just saying it goes back to we talked about earlier with, you know, just having to deal with the betrayal happens even before that person checks out. You
Right,
know, and
right.
even in this young lady's
In this
situation,
case,
go ahead.
the way that she cannot, I can relate to it, and I can only speak from my own experiences. How I can relate to it. When he was in that cave, there were so many opportunities that came my way that I could have betrayed him.
Mm-hmm.
Not just going out there cheating, but most of all talking about him in aspects that I didn't even know was going on. The main thing, that's when I say do nothing.
Speak it.
This ain't a time to talk to your girlfriend. This ain't a
Speak it.
time to talk and run what he doing and blah blah blah. Because now they putting something in your
Speak
ear
it.
and you're gonna start doing something that he don't need you to do, which is a form of betrayal. Be still.
Speak it. Gossip
Be still.
is a form of betrayal. When you take what's in your household and you go out there with women that you know don't understand.
Take
If all
out-
your sisters single
Take
and
out-
you the only married and you out there talking about your man, that's betrayal.
And I don't even want to say in your household. You're talking about every woman has her own assignment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it says let every woman submit to her own.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I can line up 10 men here and I can assign every woman to that man based upon how she can handle his issues. You want to know who you call to, you want to know who you supposed to be with, know whose issues you can handle because everybody got them. So if you look at him because he got money and he got bling bling and he a celebrity and he's fat and he smell good, can you handle his issues?
Right.
There's no marriage that I have facilitated with premarital counsel or when I officiated the ceremony. When they stood up and said I do, they was looking at each other's with them issues. Now the audience didn't know, but as I officiated that ceremony, me representing God and them, the man and the woman, we all knew what issues they were saying I do to.
I do to
Do you
his
know what you
issues.
said I do to?
Okay, let's put this in the form of betrayal.
That's gonna be
Okay,
another
now,
show.
check
Do
this
you
out.
know what I said I do to?
So when I said I do to my husband, I just said, yeah, you know, I do. But I was really saying I do to his issues
that you didn't know about.
that I did not
That
know
you did
about.
not know about.
So the betrayal comes, again, it goes back to when you don't know.
And only person who can reveal his issues before he reveal them is God. So you're seeking for your relationship, not going to church, not having your seat, not paying your tithes, not sitting there like you've done something singing in a choir, but your personal time is seeking him who created him and saying, Lord, help me to understand and reveal to me his issues. I put it in the book, Great Man, Where Art Thou? You have to be trusted with the revelation of his issues because if a woman don't know who she is, she's going to throw them issues back up in his face. And so it ain't going to be revealed. Can you handle his issues emotionally? Can you handle it emotionally? You know, when I it's amazing when I married my ex-husband, the first thing I asked him, I was like, what do you like about a woman? You know, he was like, what do you mean? I said, what do you like about her? What part of her body do you like? He was like, I like legs. Okay, cool. So I knew that when I saw legs, he was looking at her. He didn't know I was looking at him looking at her, but I know I had his
Same
issues.
thing.
You see what I'm
my
saying?
ex love big booties.
Right.
Every
So
time
I'm
a big
not gonna
booty
throw it up
came
in
in,
his
he was
face.
on it.
It just taught me how to position myself. It wasn't no competition. But why am I sitting around here with a skirt on that's down to my ankles like I'm some this and that? I ain't in no competition, but he like legs, I give him legs.
Exactly.
He like breasts, I give him breasts. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know,
I
can't
wore
nobody
tight
dictate to
pants 'cause
me.
he like booty.
Right. And so can't nobody dictate to me. Everybody gonna see it. You can have on a muumuu and a lustful man gonna see up under that because he just lustful and ignorant. You know what I'm saying? But I can't dress enough. I ain't finna sit up here and sweat and froth and be hot everywhere just to try to cover myself up. When I dress respectful for me. But if I got a man and he like legs, I'm gonna wear a short dress. You see what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be up my behind. He like legs. He ain't like thighs like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to cross my legs and I'm going to have him see it because everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? But do what he requires for him.
Take it back to betrayal.
Let's
Take it back to me
betrayal.
going, you know, becoming a nun. So I was really betraying
Becoming a
him,
nun.
becoming a nun, because he would tell me what he liked.
And you wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it.
You probably came to bed with all kind of what they call
Let
them
me tell you.
pajamas, them flannel pajamas.
Oh, with little puppies on it. Just unsexy. He was like taking me to Victoria's
Because
Secret.
in
I
your-
would come in with a house dress on.
Because in your own mind, you didn't care because you dressed how you felt.
I dressed how I felt, and it was my esteem. I'm not saying I'm a mean person.
No.
But I was afflicted. I had low self-worth and low self-esteem.
Because if you don't know who you are,
Exactly.
that's your self-esteem is impacted through challenges of life.
Yes.
That wants to diminish your who. And when your who is diminished, inevitably we're going to get more into our what?
Yes. And I will tell you that I have been recovered. I have been delivered to an extent. Because in a recent relationship, just hearing the communication, this is what I like. It's not that, ooh, I went to go jump and change. I now have an ear to hear because I know who I am, if that makes sense. But it's still, I lost myself for a very long time.
But I don't even want to say that it's because of what he likes. I think when he's saying, okay, like I could go in my sister's house right now and the way she has it adorned, it stimulates me and gives me more ideas. Now, do I dislike my house? No. I like how I got my house adorned.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Do I want her house? No. Do I want the responsibility to come with it? No. You see what I'm saying? But when I look at that, because of how she adorned, it stimulates my creativity to say, let me just not put another flower on this one. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm using that. Think of it that way. See, because many are like, I ain't gonna do it because that's what he like. It ain't about
It's
that.
not about that at all.
You see every day. I was looking at the young lady and I said, I like her scarf. Do I want to take it off her head? No. But she gave me another creative idea. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I have to do it in my own respective way. It may not look good on me. I could go to the beauty salon and say, you know what? I like that hairstyle. But when they finish, guess what? It don't look good on me because it was for her. But at least gave me some creativity to say, try it. You see what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
When he says that, try it.
Try it. And that's all it is trying it.
Try it.
It's
Don't walk around here with no short skirt and you 30 pounds and your belly hanging out and you don't see that flab.
You done touched a lot of people, baby.
You don't see
You
it?
done insulted a whole bunch
But
of
they have
folks.
things to enhance. Girdles. You see
Waist
Spanx,
trainers.
Waist trainers. Run. Treadmill.
She's serious, y'all.
No, I am.
She real serious.
Do it for you.
Do it for you.
Do
Don't
it for
do it
you.
for nobody else but yourself.
I want to be healthy for me. I don't want to be just fine. I want to be healthy.
Yes. And that goes back to betraying yourself.
Yeah.
Now, before we go on to our
Yeah.
last segment,
Yeah,
we only
come
have
on
a
now.
little bit of time. We've been talking about this book, Great Man Where Art
Great
Thou,
Man
The
Where Art
Silent
Thou.
Cry of a Woman's Heart.
And we
Go.
coming up with our Great Man Conference
We are at the end of October.
At the end of October, we're going to have more information, but I want to say that because what we're talking about right now is going to be nothing but great men that I'm going to be interviewing at this conference. It ain't going to be me speaking. It's going to be those great men, and I'm going to get into their heart, and I'm going to dig into it because we need some insight, and it's hard to get that insight when you're emotionally attached and emotionally in love because y'all keep bouncing stuff off of each other. Yeah. Now go what you said. I had to say
No,
that.
I just want to give the website where to get this book, honestly, because reading it helped me to really understand not necessarily who I am only,
Yeah.
but who I am and then how to understand and desire the great man.
Yeah.
I was stuck on good, but good is not good enough.
It's not
we
good
need
enough.
great.
We need
So,
greatness.
www.dunamis-woman.com. All of this conversation is in our Mighty Christian Women Facebook group. Join us. Dunamis D, follow her. D Speaks You Think on Instagram. And on Twitter, it's the letter U. D Speaks letter U and then think.
And let me spell dunamis. It's D as in David, U, N as in Nancy, A, M as in Mary, I, S. If you just Google dunamis woman, everything will come up.
Everything
will come up. But Michelle, I want you to tell them where all they can again follow us because I want them to connect. You know what I'm saying? Dunamis Woman Enterprise, Instagram.
You got Dunamis Woman. That's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Like I said, D Speaks You Think on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us wherever. Facebook, of course, is Dunamis D. So,
And that website again is www.dunamis-woman.com. And if you're in the Atlanta area, I am right here. My office is here at 4751 Best Road right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
definitely.
I'm so excited, Michelle. Thank you for being a part of the
Thank
show
you.
again. We got some great stuff coming up. You also continue to stay with us, follow us, be a part, and we're going to continue to be blessed as well. You too.
all right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
What's up, guys? This is Lipstick and Cognac. Starting on Tuesday, you guys will be on rollingout.com and on our Facebook page, giving you all the tea you need for relationships. Here to help you out, man. Make sure y'all tune in from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Want to watch your favorite talk show, Lipstick and Cognac. Here with that dynamic duo. You don't want to miss Lipstick Shadio Comics and this Cognac Till Like It Is personality, man. It's going to be a great time. Make sure y'all tune in Tune in on rollingout.com. There's ROLLINGOUT.com. And also on Facebook, Rolling Out Facebook, man. It's going to be a great time. Y'all don't want to miss this. Great laugh, great talks, realness, truth. Man, we ain't race expert. We know what we talking about. So make sure y'all tune in. Rollingout.com, man. Lipstick and cognac.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite politician, Representative Erica Thomas, and I'm excited to tell you about the Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have Kids and Politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. I mean, you better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
Well, we are right back here. I thought we was done with this show, but we got a few more minutes right here with you at D Speaks You Think on Rolling Out Live. Michelle, why you didn't tell me we still has a few more minutes?
Because I know you. That 3 minutes going to be like 4 hours to you.
But
I had to get all of our social media out. She talk a lot, y'all. But I do want to, there's one gentleman, he said, so
A
lustful.
man said something?
Yes.
We hit the mark
Nothing.
today.
Anita and Sharon, we love you. We love you. But when a man speaks, come on now. He says, so you said something about being lustful and ignorance. He said, so lustful and ignorance are synonymous. Speak to that.
Lustful and ignorance, I wouldn't call it as synonymous, but it can work congruently.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, let's extricate out of your mind that lust is so associated with sex. Because when you hear lust, first thing come in your mind, sex. Okay. Now, can it lead to that? Yeah. But lust is really not knowing you are enticed by your own desires. Okay. So you could desire ice cream. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, if that girl got ice cream, more ice cream, more ice cream, more ice cream, just because you with her because of the ice cream, you're going to end up having sex. Does that make sense?
That's true.
Which in that produces ignorance because you don't even know why you with her.
But you know you love ice cream.
But you know you love ice
And
cream.
you know she got ice cream.
And you don't know who she is.
But she got ice cream.
But she got ice cream. Because your lustful desire was for that ice cream. You know what I'm saying? I love shoes. I could easily tip over into lust when it comes to shoes.
Most
So if
definitely.
a man say, "Ooh, come in, I'm gonna go, baby, I'm gonna take you shoe shopping," I could be in love with him because he took me shoe shopping, and now I'm in love with him, and I done had sex with him, and then now we got a tie and a bond together that I just can't loose because first of all, that sex may have been the bomb and it may have not been, but God forbid if it was the bomb, and I only got with him because I love shoes.
Know your core.
You got to know your core. And now I got a baby by him. So now I'm really attached to this man because he bought me shoes. I was with him for the shoes. Then he laid the pipe down right. Whew, that took my mind somewhere else. And all I know is that I done forgot about these doggone shoes. And now I'm walking in a whole nother pair of shoes that I don't want to walk
Now
in.
your shoes raggedy because you
And
got a baby.
My shoes is
You
raggedy.
can't afford the...
And he could be hitting me upside my head doing all, but it started with them dang pair of shoes because I love shoes. I got to beware of my own lust.
That's it right there.
And just because he bought the shoes, I should have been knowing enough and not ignorant and saying, no, thank you. Every money ain't good money.
Every present ain't good present.
Every present ain't
Every
a good present.
presence
Because
is
it's
not
not
good
that he
presence.
did wrong. It could have took me off the mark. Why? Because I know I got issues with shoes. And you told me I can go shoe shopping. And you bought me 2 pair. And I love it. And my girlfriend went with me too. Oh my God, I love him. He good to me, baby. He good to me.
I'm afraid to tell y'all I love chocolate. You can, at least you got some
I mean, and you
shoes.
got to know.
No,
See,
I'm
and
just
it's so
kidding.
minute. It's so minute. Know what your own desire, and
Yeah.
don't mean you can't have it. But what it's saying is, don't get caught up into that. I don't like flowers. Flowers don't. I like flowers. Don't get me
don't
wrong.
move
But a
me.
man just sending me flowers don't move me. In my mind, the $60 you pay for them flowers, I could have did something else with it. Bought me some shoes.
Exactly. I got
You
you.
see what I'm saying? But some women just, oh, he bought me flowers. It's okay that he bought you flowers. Govern yourself. Don't get ignorant in that aspect of it. Got to see some other things. Know who you are. But because he bought flowers, you went out on a date and you done gave him some. And now you betraying. You think he betrayed you, but it was never about you. He just bought you some flowers.
Right.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
got it. I got it.
I
Well,
hope that man. I hope
answers
that
his questions.
man got it. And I
Yes.
really want. See, men are visual. Now that I do know about them, because a lot of men have told me that. You know what I'm saying? But we can entice them because of the visual. So men, as you are listening to me, and whenever you listen to me, and even I put that in the book, and this book is not for women. I've had more men buy this book because what it is that you all are so visual, you get caught up into someone you don't even know who she is yet. So it gives you insight on who she is and what you should be seeing that's flourishing from her, and not just the place which is flowing on her. You know, and that's it. Now I think we come to the end for real.
We
Did
have
we?
come to the end.
All
This is
right.
our, you know, we are church. It's our second close.
This is our third close.
third close.
It's all good. Well, once again, we want you all to follow us, www.dunamis-woman.com. Go to the website, DUNAMIS. Also follow on Instagram, D Speaks You Think, and you can always hit me up on Facebook as Dunamis D. All right? We'll be back with you next week right here on Rolling
Most
Out Live.
definitely.
In the meantime, be blessed and don't be betrayed.
Thank you.
Dunamis, Dunamis woman, woman. Dunamis, Dunamis woman. Dunamis, Dunamis woman, woman. Dunamis, Dunamis woman. Dunamis, Dunamis woman, woman.